Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Muhammad Asim. I'm working as DevOps engineer. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can utilize the power of Docker and how you can combine the power of Windows and Linux. So there is no need for you to run heavy virtual machines. And even if you are a software developer, how you can develop your development environment through Docker. So what you have to do, what we are going to do is to run Linux on this machine without any virtual machine, and we are going to simply create one directory. I will show you what you have to do, and this whole machine can be just converted into a Linux machine. So I've already installed Docker. As far as the Docker installation is concerned, simply type Docker for Windows, click install Docker, download from Docker Hub, and what you can do is simply download this particular stable version for Windows and do next and do rest of the stuff. So let me show you what I have done. So just to make sure that your operating system or on this particular system you should have enabled the virtualization. So you don't have to do nothing as far as the installation of Docker is concerned. Just download the binary and do next, and you see Docker for desktop is running. Let me show you that it's a very cool panel they are providing, and let me show you the dashboard as well. So every container which is going to be running will be definitely will be available here. Let dashboard open. So this is the cool desktop available. So I've already downloaded the Amazon Linux. You can use if you are a developer, you can use Amazon Linux. So I'm going to show you how you can utilize the power of um, Linux in Windows desktop, and it is not this video is not just related to Docker installation. So how you can utilize it, that is how I'm going to show you. So what I'm going to do is to simply open one terminal here, and I will show you that how you can use it. So as like I say that if you are a UI fan, you can simply use this panel, but I like to do in more in different way like CLI stuff. So I'm going to do Docker PS7 here. So currently this container is stopped. What I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this particular container just we do in our Linux environment. So these are the commands. So if I do a previous command, you will see there is no container up and running. So what I'm going to do is to simply create one directory in front of you guys, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize this in your environment. This directory is going to be your total environment, either development environment or deployment. I'm going to use Terraform, and I'm going to show you how you can do the installation stuff as well. So let this directory called Terraform. Okay, so this directory is Terraform. So what I'm going to do, let me show you the Docker images. So you have to simply download this Amazon Linux official image. If you want to use Ubuntu, you can use Ubuntu. So I've downloaded this Amazon Linux in my machine. So what I'm going to do is to simply mount this Terraform directory inside my Amazon Linux container. So what would be the command? Simply docker run dash dash name. Name is going to be um, Amazon Linux. Okay. And what I'm going to do is to simply mount this into my container. So as far as the mounting is concerned, let me tell you that what you should do. This is the way to mount directories from Windows to your Linux container. So do this. And as far as my user is Muhammad Asim, so I'm going to put backslash just like in Linux. So this is the git bash. So what I'm going to do is to simply now mount this into the root of the Terraform container which I'm going to start. So let's say I'm going to start with a interactive in a daemon mode. You should use this, otherwise you should use the I interactive with daemon. Otherwise, your container is going to be stopped. Amazon Linux. Okay, so I've already downloaded this image. Let me show you that is it running or not. So what I'm going to do, you see it is running. So let me show you the coolest stuff about that. If I do Docker exec interactive into this container, so you can do sh, but for if you are using this way, you have to put win pty. Okay, so you're in. So if I do ls slash root, so currently it is nothing here. So this is the directory mounted inside that particular container. What I'm going to do is to show you guys how you can simply install the Terraform. And if I navigate to the Terraform, what binary I will download for this, I will definitely go for the Linux, because although this directory is sitting in my Windows desktop, but the environment I'm going to give this is the Linux. So this is the way I want to show you that this is the power of Docker if you're using in your desktop. So this is the way to utilize in your development and your production environment through just from your desktop. So let me say, let go for the Terraform download. Sorry, Terraform latest version. Terraform Terraform download. Okay, what I'm going to do is to download this Terraform, but I'm going to show you this coolest part. You would definitely love it. I'm going to download the Linux version. I'm going to simply download this. So it is going to be the zip file, and I'm going to simply cut paste this and put it in my directory. So let it download. Once it's done, I will show you. So guys, this is the zip file which we have downloaded, and it has the Linux binary. What I'm going to do is to simply put this inside my Terraform directory, and if I do ls into the slash root cd to do root, you see now zip is available. So although if I do unzip, I don't have unzip available in my container. So what I'm going to do is to simply do the stuff from the outside. You see, what I'm going to do is to simply unzip it instead of downloading by using the yum install unzip. What I'm going to do is to simply extract my binary here. So if I do ls, you will see the Terraform is there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all see the path, which, okay, echo dollar path. So I'm going to simply paste this Terraform to my user local bin. Okay, user local bin. Okay, so if I do Terraform, you see all the commands, everything is there. So if I do Terraform version, so dash version. So this is the way you can simply utilize the stuff. So I'm going to simply do all the stuff. You see, it is the Linux binary I've downloaded, extracted. It is not going to work outside, but I am in the container. Let's say I don't want to use this shell. So if you're a GUI user, so let me show you the stuff with regard to the container section, if I navigate to the dashboard, so you see one Amazon Linux container is up and running. So as far as the logs are concerned, you can see you can do Docker inspect, you can do Docker stats, how much CPU utilization, memory consumption is there. So what I'm going to do is to simply click this CLI stuff. So now I have a shell available here as well. So if I do CD into that root, so everything is now available. And if I do, let me navigate to the root of the file system, cd to root. And if I do ls, you see, I don't have any Terraform here. So if I do Terraform, you see, all the commands are there. So now what good thing about this, even I can do some testing, do deployment. Let's say I want to install the AWS CLI, and definitely I'm using the Amazon Linux. So all the Amazon Linux command will be working. All the Ubuntu commands, if I use the Ubuntu container, are going to be available here. Yum install AWS CLI. So just like on your uh, EC2 machine, you do yum install AWS CLI. So everything is going to be installed for you. Um, you see the stats as well. So this is the really cool way to manage your um, infrastructure, manage your deployment, whatever you want to do, but simply installing this Docker binary, and you can use uh, the complete three powers like the AWS Linux Windows. So this is the name of my channel as well. So this is the way to, I mean, utilize the stuff. And what I'm going to do is to configure this. I'm going to put my access keys and secret access key, and I'm going to deploy the infrastructure in front of you. So you guys should have, I should be able to know what benefits you can do with it. I mean, you see no virtual machine is spin up. So simply you can, even if you are a developer, if you are a coder, you can use your VS Code and make a directory of your project. Just mount it the way I showed you guys. If you need Ubuntu latest, if you need Amazon Linux, everything is, your code will be available inside that particular container. So just I shown you guys that this is the CLI for your machine. So you're in. So every stats you will be able to see. It is really cool, to be very honest. So other stuff. I mean, if you want to use the Kubernetes as well, you can use the Kubernetes. But definitely this video is not for the Kubernetes. That would be a part of my future videos. So this is the stable version I've downloaded. I guess after watching this video, you guys should be able to use Windows desktop on your environment. So definitely let me show you the stuff with regard to the CLI. This is the another shell I have opened here. So if I do AWS dash version, you will see the AWS CLI is now available in my container. So if I don't want to use these CLI. So these shells. So what I'm going to do is to simply open my git bash to docker ps-a. Let me zoom in a bit for you guys. So I'm going to do win pty, okay, and do docker exec interactive. And just to tell you that this is the official Amazon Linux, sorry, bash, sorry, uh, official Amazon Linux container. So what I'm going to do is to now I'm going to deploy this stuff. So what I'm going to do is to cd into slash root, and what you can do that simply navigate to my Terraform repository, download the code, and I'm going to deploy this VPC stuff for you guys. So if you're a developer, you're doing testing, you're doing different stuff, so you can utilize this. So definitely, I would like to say that you should or you must try in your environment. You would definitely like it. So even I can send this zip to another guy, or he can do the exact stuff there, because this is the dev environment in a say that you are setting up. As far as the you know your code is concerned, that would be available in that particular container, or you can use the you can create images with Docker file. Definitely, you can do a lot of stuff. So you can save this directory in somewhere and do the stuff. So I'm going to put this directory on my main desktop. So guys, as I showed you that I've already downloaded this zip. So what I'm going to do is simply extract it here, and from this directory, what I'm going to do is to simply put one of the directory. Let's say I want this. I need VPC and EC2, and I'm going to put it here. So definitely, as you know, that it is going to be now available inside my container. So this is the way you can manage your stuff. If you do ls, you will see this and this directory VPC EC2, sorry, is now available. I'm going to cd into it, and you will see stuff here with regard to the environment which we are looking to create. If you do navigate to see AWS environment and dev, you will see all the all the file with regard to the Terraform. So if I do AWS configure, I have to provide my access keys and secret access key. I'm going to pause the video and I will be back with you guys in a minute. So guys, I've provided my access keys and secret access key. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, sorry, uh, what I'm going to do is to open one shell here. I'm going to close this. You can open shell from here as well and do ls. So what I'm going to do is to simply cd into /root, okay, and vpc ec2 aws environment and dev. So if I do terraform init, you will see that it is going to download the relevant modules, but these modules are going to be according to the Linux environment. So you will see those are going to be downloaded, and as the directory is mounted here, you will see that it is going to download these in hidden dot terraform. You see, I've also configured my AWS access keys and secret access key. So this directory is created automatically as it is considering this as a root. So now if I navigate to this environment dev, you see this directory is now available, although everything I'm doing is from the container inside. So you see all the stuff is with regard to the Linux is available, and I'm going to do is to simply Terraform apply, and will show us that what infrastructure is going to be deployed. So we are using Amazon Linux from our Windows machine without spinning up a costly machine on Amazon EC2. I mean, if you want to do learning, if you want to do testing, you can use the Ubuntu and other uh, Linux distros, and lot more you can do with regard to your development environment as well. So it is going to be really powerful feature. I should why I'm showing you guys that you should just not consider this as, I mean, just a simple desktop Windows for desktop Dockers are now available, so you can use the complete uh, infrastructure, do MySQL testing, and every testing step you can do. Although this Windows desktop I've tested is not available for the for Windows 2016 and Windows 2019 servers. If they enable this functionality, in AWS environment, I just want to update you about my comments. If they update this functionality on AWS, we can do that stuff on AWS EC2 containers as well, EC2 instance as well. Although if you spin up machine on your bare metal like Windows 2019, Windows 2016 server, you will be able to use this. But I've tested this on Docker for desktop on AWS EC2 Windows EC2 instance. These binaries are not working there. So because of the hypervisor or the technology they are using is not allowing the, already those machines are hypervised, but if they give functionality like this, let me open the VMware for you. If you use the machine, let me navigate to the Ubuntu and do the setting. Okay, so if this sort of functionality is enabled in those particular machine, let me navigate to the option section. Okay, so when you create a machine, it give you an option. Let me show you that. Okay, guys, you have to power off the machine, and if you navigate to the Ubuntu, navigate to the settings section, and if you want to enable the virtualization inside your machine, you have to check mark these virtualize Intel, and it is going to consider this as a full-fledged server, so you can do virtualization enable in your environment as well. So this is the stuff I need to tell you that. So this functionality is not available there. I didn't find it. So our resources are now set up. So that is it, guys. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe my channel. Um, Please utilize this. It will give you a lot more benefit and give you a lot more understanding about how you can utilize Docker in your regular environment, or it is going to be your part of your normal environment. If you are a Windows user, if you are a Linux user, and if you're using Windows or Mac, just go for it. It is really cool. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.